Hey guys, Staplez here with Broken Arrow Gaming, and me and the guys were talking earlier and realized we really haven't even introduced ourselves and what Broken Arrow Gaming is all about. Broken Arrow is really just a couple of guys just having fun. There's me, Staplez, my friend Coin, Crooked Globe, Virtual Rust, guest starring occasionally. We got some Builder Cape 9, and we're just a bunch of guys that like to have some fun playing some video games. Now today I'm going to make a video on something that maybe there's not too many videos out there about, and that's kind of what the new updates for Fortnite's about. There's some new things that are in and some things that I think need to be talked about, and maybe some things that we'd like to see as other Fortnite players, what we'd like to see improved about the game. As you can see, they have version 1.8.1 update is the newest update. It's not much more different than 1.7.1. The only difference is really that you can earn rewards in order to get your gliders or your banners, but I feel like they could do better with this. Things that were introduced in 1.7.1, which is much more than 1.6, is, as you can see, this main screen. This used to be just kind of like a blue backdrop with these kind of pads you stood on. Really nothing particular to it, but as you can see now, they actually took the time to design an October theme for Halloween, and they entered a lot more things towards the top of the screen other than just the lobby. As you can see, now you have what's called a locker. In this locker you can gain outfits, gliders, and harvesting tools. Before, you didn't really have a banner, you didn't have an outfit. The glider was either a glider or an umbrella if you had won before in that game mode, and the harvesting tool was nothing but a pickaxe. But now you can actually buy in the item shops. You can buy these things. As you can see, you can buy a glider instead of having the normal one, and you can even choose to pick a glider instead of an umbrella if you want to maybe fool some people as you're falling down. You can get outfits now. There's all sorts of outfits, and they keep on changing out the different outfits in which you can have, and I think that you're going to see a lot of seasonal outfits. As you can see right here, these are the seasonal outfits right here, the Ghoul Trooper and the Skull Trooper. And I don't really feel like there's going to be maybe much during Thanksgiving, but I can almost guarantee you're going to see something come Christmas time of something like a Santa costume or something, which I mean, I don't know if you want to be running around with an all red suit, but if you're that good, by all means do it. They have something called a season shop. I'm not quite sure what it is, mainly because, as you can see, it's not here yet. But I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is. You have to be at a level 25. Which, as you can see in the top left, right under season, is your levels. And from what they've informed us, there's going to be 100 levels you can get in a single season. I'm not quite sure how long the seasons is yet. I don't even think they've came out with that. But in one season, you get to a level 100. That's how you can unlock that stuff. Now, later on in this video, I'm going to explain on why they need to improve on the more of the stuff that you can get. The problem that I do have with this new season is, as you can see, there's a V and 3 X's. That's the sign for the V-Bucks, which you can see the top right. I have 0, because in order to get V-Bucks, you have to go to the far right to the store. As you can see in the store, you can pay like $9.99 for 1,000 V-Bucks. So that's basically like almost a penny per buck. And so, as you can see, you get a little bit more of a bonus, but it's still not enough. To me, look, right here, $59.99. That's typical price of the average new game without, any sort of DLC or pre-ordering bonus. But $59.99 has been standard for a long time for a new game, and it only gets you 7,500 V-Bucks. As you can see here, the typical outfit is 12 to 1,500. If you're only getting 7,500, you can't get really much more than 6 outfits for the cost of one game. To me, that's a little ridiculous. I mean, $99.99, that can only get you like 8 outfits. And you're just sitting, I just sit here and I think to myself, I understand that they're trying to make their money, because if you don't know yet, Battle Royale, that portion of this game is free. And I understand that they're trying to make their money somewhere, but if I was to, let's say, buy Rainbow Six Siege, pay $59.99 for the game, you can earn coins, and that's something I'm going to explain a little bit towards the end of the video of how I think you should be able to earn coins in order to get certain skins and outfits, just like Siege does in Rainbow Six and a lot of other games, maybe like Titanfall, Gears of War, all sorts of games that you play, you see where you can earn coins without paying money in order to get this. And I think if I explain it the way I explain it, they can still make money by selling these, but it's not the only option. Lastly, I want to mention before I actually get into what the new gameplay is, I want to show out the new stats and leaderboards. It's something that I think they could work on because I really don't think it's accurate. It says I have 9 places in the top, like, what is that, top 25? 9 places in top 25. I've had a lot more than that, I can tell you that right now. It says see, last recorded 17 hours ago. This update has been up for a couple days now, and it's saying it's only been updated 17 hours ago. If it keeps updating every like 24 hours, what's the point of seeing my stats? Oh, I can see what I've done in the past day. That doesn't really tell me much. So I kind of want to see my overall, what I'm doing, my KD, you know, how long am I surviving? There's just things in the stats that I think they can improve. In the leaderboards, number of wins, you're telling me nobody has won? That doesn't even make sense. There's a winner every game. And for there to be 0 wins as number 1, that doesn't make sense. And look, it resets every 5 days as well, and really the resets are kind of random. And I can go from duos, there's only been 3 wins? Really? And I noticed throughout that it stays at this number, it does not improve within the days that pass by. So I think there's some things that they can work on. But as I can understand, they're focusing more on in-game problems, which I think are more important than stats and leaderboards, so I can respect that. Alright guys, I'm going to jump into the game and show you a little bit of what the gameplay could be improved and things that they already have improved and why I think this game is probably one of the best games of 2017 so far. Alright guys, what we're going to do is get into ourselves a solo game so I can show you some of the things that I think have been improved and things I think that could be done a little bit better. And as I can understand, Fortnite has tried a lot. Oh, thanks for shooting through my intro. I think they've done a lot for this game already, and I think that they keep improving it, and they're a great team. So I hope that see a lot of the things that I'm asking to be done get done, because I think it really helped the community. Now, first of all, I'm going to find a place to drop. That's another thing. They improved the color coordination. You can't see it here, but now the teammates are different colors. So now if instead of everybody being white and not knowing who they are, everybody's color coordinated, like red, blue, yellow, white. Doesn't matter, I'm colorblind, so who cares? As you can see, I'm diving straight down. This is something that 1.61 took away from us because they thought maybe it was not enough. But then people say we really want to be able to dive straight down, but just have a faster speed so that I can't cross the map within the first jump. The reason why crossing the map in the first jump was not good because it caused that people could go anywhere from the first bus setup, which took kind of the tactics out of it. As you can see, I have a glider up. Even though I've won this already, I can have a glider. That's an aspect that they brought back when they were allowing you to pick which glider you have. Something that you can notice here is, see this ammo right here? I used to have to hold X in order to pick up that ammo, but now they have some sort of vacuum system where I can just run over it and it'll automatically pick up ammo. Now this may not look like something right here, but if I had a large group of guns and I was just trying to get the ammo, I'd have to switch to my pickaxe in order to grab it without switching out some of my weapons, and that left me defenseless. I like it now how I can have a gun out and pick that up. Now things like bandages, guns, grenades, and I believe the shields. These are things you still have to press X for, but it still makes it much easier, especially for those that are playing on console. Now I want to show you something. Imagine each one of these trees or somebody that I'd want to aim at. Back when the game first was coming out, they had problems with the assault rifles, where the aiming and the ADS sensitivity was super slow. It was like aiming in molasses. I can aim really well with my sensitivity, but whenever I went down sights, my gun kind of just started doing this number. Now this made it very difficult in firefights, because what people would just basically do is hip fire and hope for the best, because they knew that if they aimed down sights, they were not going to be able to follow the person. But say if this rock was a person on my left, I can snap onto him and to this bush right there on the right very quickly. Now this is something that's really helped improve the game, because now you can actually fight more than one person. This really helps when solo queuing, whenever you want to do solo squads. It really helps us YouTubers, because that's where all the content seems to be. And something that you may notice now is that whenever I go to my options, which is this little cogwheel right here, now I can have different sensitivities. I have controller sensitivity, X and Y, which is my left, right, up, and down. I have my aim down sight sensitivity, which I have at 0.7. Then you can have a scope sensitivity. So you can have your sniper, whether some people like to slow that down so they don't go everywhere with their sniper. Some people like to speed it up so that they can follow people that are on the run. I like to follow people that are on the run. Most of my shots come to people on the run, because that's how you get most shots, because most people are conscious about the sniper and they're not going to be sitting still. The thing that I really enjoy about this game is that they're already consistently listening to the people and their complaints. And these complaints aren't even real complaints. These are just like, hey guys, I think this is going to make the game better. So there's some things I'd like to say that would make the game better. And something that I think that would make the game better is that whenever you seem to get in firefights, well, at least on console, the frame rate seemed not to be able to catch up. If there's any way that they can maybe up it to 45 to 50 frames per second as, you know, the max, then maybe this would go away. I'm not quite sure if that'd hurt or help, but the problem with consoles, once you get in a firefight, things will start to lag out, especially if you're really close to each other, and sometimes they'll kind of even freeze for a bit. And when you're playing squads, that can throw you off, because when you see an enemy in front of you, and then it freezes, and then you see somebody else in front of you, that could be your teammate, and you'll just shoot them thinking it was the other person. Especially because another problem, the names go over the wrong people sometimes. I've seen it where the names are off to the right a little bit, and if people are in close quarters, you could be shooting the wrong person. I shot the wrong person so many times in this game. I don't feel bad about it because I don't care about anybody else, but those of you out there that have some sort of soul might think that that's not cool. Alright guys, I got myself in a position where there's a lot of people next to me. Hopefully I can show you all some of the lag that I experience when there's a lot of people fighting next to each other. The frame rates go down, and it makes it very difficult to fight. As you can see when I'm turning, it's already a little laggy. I have pretty good connection. I'm hardwired into my Xbox, so I should be seeing really fantastic connection. I usually get 84 megabytes per second, so I have really good connection, and yet it's still laggy. This is server side. Ooh, I got myself a kill in there. That wasn't too bad. But there was only one person. You usually don't see this until there's multiple people. This might be kind of hard to do on solo, but let's try to do it anyways. I don't know if you saw that lag right there, guys. It was just a half a second, but when you see more people, especially in squads, that can get really bad sometimes. I'm going to make sure I get a really good clip of it, though, before I get off tonight. I hear two people fighting. This might be a good spot to get some of that lag in. As you can see, people aren't getting smarter as we're growing in the technological age. That's something I also want to complain about, because that guy literally had all these weapons and decided to use none of them. As you can see, these people are much worse than me, which makes it really hard in a video when I'm trying to prove to you that you die a lot in this. I see somebody out in the distance. I'm probably going to kill him. I don't know if this is going to be good for the video, but here we go. Where'd that guy go? I'm going to show you what good accuracy in this game could do for you. And that's another reason why it's a good thing you can follow people. Where you couldn't before, look, I can get that kill. I would never have been able to get that kill before. Why? Because it was super duper slow. And by the time I was shooting behind him. And it was causing me just to give up my position. It was not helpful at all. That's why you should be careful where you reload your gun. That's a good tip. And as you can see, the new storm, guys, y'all can see it's definitely a storm now. It looks like something out of Wizard of Oz. It's so much better than before. Or before, it was just kind of blue, and it really didn't do much for me. As you can see, snipers in this game have improved. Oh. But yeah, dude, I really enjoyed this game. It has a better look to it. I like the way, though, that the frames work, in which you can actually play this on console, and it looks good, and it feels like you're playing on PC. Now, if you play on PC, there's definitely going to be a difference, and you'll see it, but it's still just fun. And the way that they did the rendering to where each PC can play this game, because it renders at a closer distance. That's why when you look off, you're like, well, it's kind of fuzzy. That's so that your computer or your PC is not, or I'm sorry, your console is not spending time rendering it, which gives you time to actually enjoy what's in front of you. You know, I was talking about the lag earlier, but so far I haven't experienced it. Maybe they fixed it. There was the 1.8, and if they kind of fixed it and they have shut down some servers to fix servers, then I'm going to be super happy. Something that I don't really enjoy about this game, it's not really I don't enjoy, but I think it can be definitely changed, is the circle. I believe that it can be kind of intense sometimes. It moves at a consistent rate, and as you can see, look, it just shoots up. Like, how am I supposed to reach that circle within the time limit? If I get into a fight, which isn't me not playing smart, it's something that I had to do. I had to get in these firefights. Sometimes they're unavoidable, and even if they are avoidable, this game is about the firefights. I know it's about surviving and kind of getting that battle royale, but at the same time, it's about having fun, and just hiding in a bush and just running the whole time isn't going to be fun. But right now I see a guy, I don't even have time to fight him, but I'm going to because I don't care. So let's go kill him, man. I know I'm kind of sounding a lot of matter of fact, but that's just because I'm making this video. But I promise you right now, if that was the guy that got sniped, I'm a little nervous. Oh, it was the guy, but he got... Alright. I see a guy's climbing up there. I'm going to try to get him. This is another thing. If you're... See right there, that lag, right there at the end. I hope you saw that, guys. Look, I had 8 kills. I'm much better than anybody out here. But that small light lag, it takes away your final shot. Now, that lag comes when you're getting down. You might be thinking to yourself, well, you would have died anyways. But imagine if I'm playing squads and I'm playing with my teammates, and my last shot is not registering. What that could have done is that would have downed him. And if they would have had a team of 4, 3 of them were downed, and that was the last guy I had to take out, and I have 2 teammates alive, that would have killed him, and my teammates could have lived. Or even if he had 70 health, and I brought him down to 40, that could have helped my teammate who might be at 30 in a firefight and make it more even. These are the kind of things that I just would like to see done a little better. Alright guys, I said towards the end I was going to say some things that I would like to be done better with this game, and one thing is definitely the rewards. As you can see, the V-Bucks are way too expensive in my opinion, and I don't think lowering the price is going to make it even better. The fact is that I think that you should be rewarded for winning. I think that with the V-Bucks, you should get maybe some V-Bucks when you win, and here's the thing that I came up together that might work in order that everybody kind of wins. I think that the amount of people you survive is the amount of V-Bucks you get. So say if you're playing solo, you make it to 50, you get 50 V-Bucks. You survived 50 people. This will give you incentives to survive, this will give you incentives to kill. Alright? And if you win, you get 100. And look, that means if I was in order to go to the item shop, I'd have to win 12 or 15 times, then I get a new outfit. That sounds fair to me. Because a lot of people are going to think, well, then I have to win 12 times in order to get that many V-Bucks. Or I have to place high, which is going to make them want to improve. But at the same time, they might be like, that's too hard. Okay, then just go to the store, you little pussy. I can't put that. queen. It's called V-Bucks for a reason, because you're a vagina. V has nothing to do with Fortnite or anything in the game. Why would they call it V-Bucks? Unless it meant vagina. Alright. Alright, but if you don't want to win, if you don't want to have to go through that, that's where the V-Bucks come in. You can still purchase them, which means the makers of Epic Games will still get their money. Either way, both sides win. You might be asking yourself, I don't know if I quite like that. Well, here, think about this. That was what I thought for solos. For duos, I think that there should be more because it's a little bit more difficult. You can't just down the first person you see and get a kill. You have to down a whole team. So I think for the remaining people, you should get bonus points. Basically, how it works is this. When you win, if you win in first place, you get 100 V-Bucks. For every surviving character, that is 10 points. This is going to give incentives not just to leave your team behind to get more V-Bucks, because they want to revive and win the game with all 4 people to have 140 V-Bucks. I think that the amount of team kills you get, team kills, not individual kills, but team kills should go to the team. So saying together, your team of 4 all survive, that's 140, 100 for the people, 40 for the bonus for the 10-point survival bonus, each 4 of the 4 people, and then y'all get 10 kills between the 3 of you. That's 150 V-Bucks, and each person gets that. 10 times of doing that will get you an outfit, and to me, I think that's worth it, and it's what people deserve. And then, heck, 5 times get you a glider. This is things that I think is more fair. Now, you have to think to yourself, okay, well, what if you solo queue? Well, I think then that you should get, if you survive, you should get your surviving teammates who don't really exist because you were solo squatting. I think then you should get 140 because you were by yourself and you deserve a reward. You did something amazing. These are just simple things that I think that they can do that will keep people on Fortnite, and it won't keep them thinking, I'm kind of playing this game, but I'm not really getting much of a reward out of it other than the good feeling of winning. That's going to go away. But if you give somebody something to work towards, then they might stick on your game a little bit longer. And I also think that maybe Epic Games, if you're listening, you might want to start working on another map. I don't think you should release it soon, but I think you should start working on it, because once people get bored of this, if you release a new map with all new buildings, I guarantee your game is going to grow the same way it did when you first released this game. Guys, I think that this is just a time that I just want to mention there's been a lot of weird things going on in the world. I don't know if you know that in the United States, if you're not part of the United States, there's been some terrorist attacks. We've seen people attacking people with trucks. We've seen people shooting at stores, and it just seems like it never ends, and that's where I think YouTube comes in, when we try to make content and take you away from this. But I hate to tell you, but both of them kind of mix together. There's another attack that most people don't know. Kim Jong-un is actually threatening the United States, saying that if we don't get 20 subscribers on this video, he's going to nuke the United States. Now, y'all can come and collaborate together and stop this tragedy from happening, even if you're not part of this country. Come on, collaborate. They also said if we don't get likes, that the Kardashians are going to make a 7th season. These are real serious things that we need to stop when they're right in front of us, okay? If this doesn't get you thinking, like when you look to yourself, what is life all about? Is there a heaven? Why in cereal boxes are the bags not Ziploc? These are things I know you talk to yourself every day. Just answer this one easy question. Subscribe to Broken Arrow Gaming. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.